it's Marie. I'm going to share with you the average cost of living in the Yakima Valley and my 2 cents on what's affordable here and what seems expensive. So, what does it cost to live here? Currently, the average home is priced about $365,000. This is your typical 3-bed, 2-bath home, about 1,500 square feet. Rentals are as low as $1,100 a month, and a nice rental home is about $2,400 a month, which makes the average $1,400. Utility expenses. You know what? We're below the national average. For starters, we have several water districts across the valley. The city of Yakima utility is the largest of all the utilities, and they provide water and sewer. You can anticipate about $178 a month, billed every other month as an average expense. And then Yakima Waste is our trash service across the valley. And depending on your can size, and if you choose to have yard waste or recycle bin, we do recycling, you can anticipate the cost of about $40 a month. It gets cold here in the winter and we have super hot summers. So your furnace is working year-round. With an electric furnace, you could estimate a monthly cost of about $190 for power. Many homes in the valley do have gas forced air heating systems. We have gas fireplaces, gas cooking. That's what I have. I love it. But the price of gas really fluctuates. So you can anticipate in the winter months between about $150 to $300 a month, depending on how cold it gets and how hot you like your house, which means your electric bill in those months with a gas furnace is going to be less, but you can still count on the average to budget for the year. So we've covered water, sewer, garbage, electricity, and gas. Yakima has many properties with wells on them, which means no cost for water, just the electricity expense for running the well pump. Many of those same properties have septic systems, so then there's no sewer fee. There are internet providers. We have several depending on the speed and services. We are a rural community, so there's different services in those areas. High-speed internet is not available everywhere, but in town it is, and internet is available across the valley. Property taxes on average are below the national average. However, I have some clients surprised by the expense. I would recommend anticipating about 1% of your property value. We have some gorgeous new schools across the valley, and a lot of that was made possible by the increase in property taxes to cover all those bonds for the new schools. Groceries, compared to the entire state of Washington, our grocery expense is pretty average. And with all the produce we have, I would think it would be less, honestly, but it's not. It's not bad, but it's a little expensive. Entertainment and dining out is very typical for our state. A really nice dinner out in town is about $50 per person, and then it goes up from there. And an average meal out today costs about $30 a person. Fast food is the same as what you see typically anywhere. Gasoline, gas for your vehicles. The state of Washington has the highest tax rate on fuel in the nation. About $1.14 is added in tax. Holy smokes. Now, we do have a large Indian reservation, and the gas is a lot cheaper there, and oftentimes it's really worth that short drive to save the money. So back to my original statement. What do I think is affordable and what is expensive? Overall, the cost to live in the valley is very reasonable. Gas for your car, it's expensive, in my opinion. And some water districts are kind of expensive too. I think because there is so much outdoor recreation and places to go that don't cost anything, that helps make up for the other expenses. Our property taxes are reasonable. My brother lives in Texas, and their property taxes, oh my God, they're outrageous in comparison. And a bonus, we don't have a state income tax, and our sales tax rate in the Yakima Valley is about 8.3%, which is low. Seattle is at over 10%. Dang, it's expensive over there. Our groceries are not taxed either, and card transfer tax and licensing is very reasonable. I hope this gives you an idea of what it costs to run your household should you make a move to the Yakima Valley. Remember, I'm a real estate agent, and I'm happy to answer your questions on the cost of living in the greater Yakima Valley. Be sure to click subscribe for a weekly update on what it's like about living in Yakima.